Good morning, everyone. It's about 10 till 5, and I'm making this video to help you do your Session 2 project, which I realize you haven't even read Session 2 content. But Session 2 is generally the session that the people have the most problems with. And the reason for that is that the rubric is really specific, and that's part of the reason. The other reason is people seem to miss the point about what Session 2 is about. If I go back to, the news article that I'm going to send, the thing that you need to remember about Session 2 is it's about communication and collaboration with Microsoft tools. So what you're going to do is you're going to, of course, do all the readings. Guys, you need to check the news. If you don't check the news, you're going to miss out on some helpful hints. It's going to save you time, because I don't email everything. But okay, so you're going to come down and you're going to get the Session 2 project template, and also the Session 2 project rubric. Okay, so here's the rubric. Let's see if we can find the template first. It's probably all the way under my record bar. Okay, let me try that again. Close that one. Here's the rubric. Maybe the template didn't come down. Okay, go back and grab it. Okay, go back to downloads. I'm sorry it's taken so long. I do apologize for taking your time on that. And it's not showing up my template. Okay, let me see if I can stretch the screen here just a little bit. Okay, so here's our template. Okay, remember that the point of this is communication and collaboration with the tools. What you're going to want to do is you're going to create your own lesson plan this time. So you don't have to worry about going to the Microsoft Educator Network. This is something strictly for you. You'll need to add in the title, content area, grade level, standards. The description of the project is very specific when you look at the rubric. So let's go back to the rubric a second. For the description, this is what you need to say. And it's all got to be there, or I can't give you a passing grade on it. You have to tell what instruction will take place, what the student will learn. Here's the key. This is the part most people miss. What kind of student-to-student communication is there going to be? What type of teacher-to-student communication is there going to be? What type of student-to-teacher communication is going to be? And the collaboration has got to be an integral part of your project. So it can't be an add-in. It can't be like, oh, we're going to practice this. But really, if you could do the project without it, it's not meeting the criteria. You have to be very specific about what the communication and collaboration is. For example, your students are expected to work at home on this. They will be using email and Word Online to work on a document. That's student-to-student communication and collaboration. Students will upload their project into a class folder for the teacher to review. The teacher will review it and send comments back to the students. Students can email the teacher. The teacher will look at their email and respond. Those are the communication types things we're looking at. Don't say that the kids are working in groups and call that communication, because that doesn't involve the tools. You got to be very specific. Okay, you're going to use at least 2 Microsoft Office tools. That shouldn't be a problem. The tools support communication and collaboration. So, if they're using PowerPoint, they can't all be working on their own individual one. They need to be working together on it. And they need to be doing it in a way that they are using the project to communicate. So you can't say that they're working in a group and they're collaborating. But if they're working in a group and each of them has a part and they're doing it at home, or if they're doing it a different part, a different computer, and they're working still on the same project, that is the communication and collaboration that we're looking for. And the Office 365 tools clearly support student learning. Okay, you're probably going to have additional resources. You need to have a minimum of 2. Additional resources support student learning. Let's think about maybe a video camera to add some video to a PowerPoint that they might be doing, maybe doing a student survey or asking students' opinions, or something like that, something that actually integrates into the project. Okay, this is a part that is a little bit challenging for some people. The learning launch, you have to do a learning launch, and basically it's a setup for your project. And you basically have to say stuff like, class, and you have to act like you're talking to your kids. Class, today we're going to start on this new activity called da-da-da-da-da. And one of the things we're going to be using on this activity are Office 365 tools. What we're going to be doing is using the tools to work together so that our project will be even better. You guys are going to be working on your Microsoft PowerPoints on different computers doing different parts, but you're going to be working in the same PowerPoint at the same time. You can do this at home if you like. I'm going to be watching your progress, and I'm going to be emailing you suggestions. I would like you to email me any questions you have every day. You get the idea. And then explain how these tools will support student learning. I mean, it should stand on its own, but exactly how are the tools supporting the communication? All these factors need to be listed very specifically for you to get a C for this project. Okay, the learning activity details is supposed to be directed as if you're writing to the student in a student-friendly language. Step-by-step instructions to follow as you complete the work. So you want to say stuff like, okay, you've got your laptops in front of you. I want you to open Internet Chrome, and I want you to go to portal.office.com. Click on the PowerPoint waffle. And then just go on through there and tell them what they need to do. You and your group will be making a new PowerPoint on the project you've been assigned. If you go back to OneDrive, and you will see the new PowerPoint that is already in your folder. You need to fill out this template that I've created for you and answer specific questions. You'll also see a Word document in your OneDrive that tells you exactly the steps that I want you to go through and what part of the template each of you is responsible for. Are there any questions? So anyway, everything is right there so that the kids know exactly what to do. And you have to write this out. The learning communication activity and collaboration details include, and this section is directed and written to the students using student-friendly language, step-by-step instructions that the students will follow to complete their work when using the communication and collaboration tools within Office 65. Okay, class, we got about 5 minutes left. What I want you to do now is don't worry about saving your work. PowerPoint automatically saves it. What I'd like you to do is click your waffle and go to your email account. I want you to email me, lsmartin@k12.wd.us, and tell me what your impressions are of this project so far. Do you like it? Are you having trouble? Is there something you need help with? What's your impression of working on this project as another classmate is working on a different part of this project? How do you think it's working? How's it going about? Okay, the step-by-step instructions are easy to follow. The communication and collaboration is not simply an add-on to this project. It's integral to it. The talking to the children, talking to each other, doing the collaboration with the teacher is very important to making this project work. The learning assessment activities should include, you're going to make 2 rubrics. There should be part 1, which will be student learning. And you're going to develop an assessment to evaluate the content the student should be learning. And the second part is going to be the assessment of Microsoft tools. This is not an opinion survey. This is how you're going to actually assess what they did. So if they were supposed to include 3 slides and use the same formatting as the remainder of the rest of their peers, then that should be in their rubric. If they were supposed to use a variety of fonts or a font that is and theme that is appropriate, that should be in your rubric. If they are supposed to accurately open Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or Word Online, or whatever they're using, that's in your rubric. If they successfully email you, that's in your rubric. So this is for actually their performance on the tools, not how do they like it. Okay? So this is basically session 2 at a glance. Of course, no spelling or grammatical errors, and I'm sure I've made a million on this recording. If you have any questions, call me, email me, Skype me. Speaking of Skype, this week or next week, you're all going to have a Skype conference with me. There's about 23 people in the class. In order for us to get done in 1 week, you may start scheduling your conferences now. What you would do is you would go to portal.office.com. Sign in. And go to your calendar. Okay, so if you wanted to schedule a Skype meeting with me, what you'd do is you'd pick a time. Now, Thursday evening I'm probably going to be busy, but let's just say I'm not for now. You go here and you want to click more details, which You can't see it. It's at the bottom of my screen that you can't see. But down here, there's a place that says more details. And you need to give a title to the event. Don't worry about location. You need to set a time and a date. You want to make sure it's an online meeting, so you add a Skype meeting. And then what you do is you invite me. And it should tell you if I'm free at that time or not. Okay? Well, once you put my email address in there, it should tell you if I am free or not. Then, when you're finished with that, you're going to save it. It's going to send me an invitation. If I can actually meet you at that time, I will accept the invitation. If I can't, I'll probably decline it and propose another time. And we'll just work back and forth this way until we get our conference scheduled. I usually use about a half an hour for a conference. I will show you things you need to know about sessions 4, 5, and 6. And I think that's all I have to say this morning, which is pretty long. I'm sorry. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I've enjoyed session 1 so far. I'm looking forward to finishing up reading the discussions and also looking at your projects. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.